You know, that John's Pass you were talking about here, last little thing on TV there.
Right.
Anyway, last year when we were here, we went down to John's Pass, and my wife went parasailing there.
No kidding.
Yeah.
And did you go?
No, I didn't go.
You've had enough excitement in your life bowling. You didn't have to go up, right? Another strike for Mr. Stus.
You got up about 300 feet with that parasailing. That was a little too high for me. Watch him. In around the third arrow. Nice straight swing. Stays behind it. A little left of the third arrow. A live ball comes in light. Makes him dance.
Well, that's an accurate assessment. Live ball right now. When that thing comes off his hand, it is humming, rotating, and looking for the pocket.
So is that one. Boy, that was
wow. Great shot for Stus. Built in 1927. Don. You got me there. I think it's a touch heavier than that.
Commercial break. The first really bad shot. That ball hung on his thumb, went dead left. You see him grab his thumb there. He just never got out of the ball cleanly. What happens sometimes, Dan, during the commercial break like that is your thumb will swell a little bit. You know, I always used to check it and kind of do a practice release before I threw the ball.
It's interesting, Mike, because after working last week's ladies show, when Kim Berkey went, she threw several shots that were errant, that were right around the nose, but she never threw any splits.
That happens. Well, he got that break there. Now, he knew, I mean, he doesn't show much emotion on anything, but he knew that that was not a well-delivered shot. Trailing by 20. He needs to get his act together here. He did late in the game, the last one.
Finished with 5 in a row against Dick Beatty. That one hooked early.
Well, see, that was just the opposite. That came off the hand early. He's fighting his release right now. You get in that situation so many times where if you add a strip of tape or maybe blow in the thumb hole, you hang. And if you don't do that, it wants to come off quick. And you get caught in between. It happens all the time.
And, of course, tonight's average builder
kind of deals with that a little bit. Now watch him as he lets it go. The last one came off late. This one, as he's letting it go, is gone now. See, the thumb was out quick, not much lift. It was reasonably on target, but it just rolled high.
Stus by 22, make it 32, and he's just trying to run away. Gene looks for some help upstairs, and he needs it. He's had a great year in terms of championship round appearances, but I asked him, hey, why haven't you been winning?
Well, Denny, I don't know. I just think maybe I'm trying a little too hard, or I'm just running through one of those streaks where everybody, some of the greater bowlers in the world have ran in streaks where I haven't won too many on TV. And I think that's what it is, just a streak. And I hope to change it tonight.
And, of course, a man who was on an opposite side streak in the last couple of years was Walter Ray Williams Jr. until 1993. And, man, as he swung it around in the other direction.
But you notice what he said there. You know, everything was almost not personal. He's not taking this thing personally. He's looking at it in a very detached method. I think a very healthy method.
Well, I think Gene has a terrific attitude. That's one of the reasons why he has been successful out here on the senior tour. But it has to be eating at him a little bit, too.
Well, probably would. I mean, it would eat at any competitor. But if you don't take it personal, you know, it doesn't affect your performance. You keep bouncing back.
And keep making championship round appearances.
Right.
High again, another trouble shot, and Ted-Fraley right now is struggling on lanes 21 and 22.
You know, the Bible says that love covers a multitude of sins, and a great hand release can cover a multitude of mistakes, and right now he's fighting that hand release. It just is not coming off his hand clean.
Is that because he's a little apprehensive in the championship round? The adrenaline has come back down for the big opening win?
It's ever since that commercial break when he came back out and hung in it. You know, he may have backed the thumb out just a hair, may relax the grip just a hair, something, but he's not confident with the grip right now. And when you're not confident that you're going to get out of it clean, you sometimes don't. I know the feeling well.
That was when he hung a little bit in.
Better that way.
Right.
He gets it down the lane a little bit.
And gets a little lift. So Fraley with a strike in the ninth, he has a possible 225. Meanwhile, Stus has an opportunity to shut him out. 2 marks and he shuts him out. Got to stay clean. Strike here would do it, Dan. Gene Stus looking very comfortable on this pair of lanes.
Very relaxed. I mean, especially since he only averaged 190 in the tournament on this pair. I mean, he looks like, hey, this is his favorite pair. See, even if he opens, he's going to finish with a higher count, unless it was really a bad count. 9 out would be enough.
Looking for 258. That makes a statement to John Handegard, who is next in line.
Well, we get the big 3. Well, he needs one of these. It's not over yet.
I'm going to say he can handle that.
Oh, well, I think he can handle it. Yeah.
Gene Stus looking to win his second game of the year in the championship round. He was kidding everyone because they have the stats for a number of different categories. One of them is championship round play records, and he's made 7 TV shows and wasn't even on the stat sheet because he'd only won 1 time.
Well, that's just enough. I don't know if he knows it. I don't know if he's looking at the score, holds up the score. He realizes it now. There's not the way he wanted to win it, but it's enough.
Now he'll sit down. Ted-Fraley will finish up. And when we come back, I mentioned Mike Durbin's average builder this evening.